Guys, I'm just going to do a quick video. I currently am driving my 22 Tundra. Absolutely thrilled with this truck. Really hard pressed to feel like there's much better trucks on the road. However, same as any other manufacturer, they're going to have defects or issues and kinks they have to work through, and very aware of that. I bought this truck in November of 22, so it was later in that first year, hoping that maybe they had the majority of the kinks worked out by then. Truck has been absolutely a great truck. I don't want anybody to misunderstand what I'm trying to put together here. As you can see right now, I have 38,982 miles. For the most part, trouble-free miles, which it should be. I mean, it's a new truck. When I first bought the truck, I did have a rear differential that the locker would not activate. Obviously, it was, quite frankly, I think whoever the axle manufacturer is dropped the locker sort of against the housing as they were placing it in. It is an E-locker based locker. And that seemed to have sheared the two wires that fed to the locker. You know, I didn't have a problem with it. They did have to keep the truck for a little while to get it fixed. My dealer was absolutely top-notch regarding this. And I'm going to touch on something that I definitely did for the mechanic at the end of that repair and why. However, as I've had this truck, I've also heard several things. One of the things being that the engine got recalled. That's a pretty major component. I did, and you know, I may catch some crap for this, but the dealership I bought it from did offer it with a limited lifetime powertrain warranty. And I've got to say that was part of the reason with it being a first year that I was pretty excited about this and where it could go. And so I went ahead and picked up the truck and have been happy with the truck. I'm going to turn you guys around here. You know, like I said, I've had the truck now for almost 2 years. And with all this being said about the engine recall, it's made me think about a couple things. First of all, I'm very happy with the truck. My cousin asked me a question. He said, with you knowing what you know, would you go buy the truck again? And I said, I would. And I continue to feel that way. However, when you find out that your engine's going to be under a recall, and it's pretty concerning. So I have been avidly waiting to find out, what they were going to turn out on this. Rumor has it that I've seen so far today, they are wanting to replace the 102,000 vehicles that are in this recall's engines. That's big, and guys, I really hate to tell you this, but the hybrids are coming in right behind it. They're the same engine. From what I understand, they've said that the hybrids weren't so much of a concern because they could probably get off of the interstate under hybrid power, which seems questionable because those same people also tell you that the truck cannot operate without the gas engine in a hybrid. Anyways, take that for what it's worth. So here's where my thoughts are really going on this, and I hope you guys can appreciate this. I've had friends that have worked in auto shops, that kind of stuff. I pride myself in working on my own vehicles and have gotten quite knowledgeable. Not trying to put it out there as I'm more than any other mechanic, but I can talk shop with most of them pretty confidently, and I think they know that I've done my own work. With that being said, the guys at the shop, when they're doing warranty repairs, are paid on book value, and book value says if you're replacing a door in a 2-hour job, that job may be, whatever their hourly rate is. It may be $30 an hour, but they may only get $60 for changing that door, or whatever it may be. And when it's recall, warranty, that kind of stuff, they do get paid less. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Most of the time, I think it's between 40 and 60% is what I've been told. Guys, these guys are going to have to change 102,000 engines in trucks at half of their pay. That could easily make them lose a house, anything, if they sat there and they had changed out nothing but that engine at 40% of that value. It could get them behind on bills, anything like that. If I can make one tip of advice, treat your mechanic well. When I had the rear differential taken care of, I talked to my service advisor. Me and him got somewhat close. I would text him on and off about some hobby stuff we did with cars, and still keep in touch with him. And he's no longer at Toyota. However, with that being said, I texted him one day as they were approaching getting the rear differential done, and I said, is book value on warranty or recall still low? And he said, oh yeah. And it hit me that there was a Cracker Barrel gift card in the center console of my truck at that dealership that I had received for my birthday around Christmas from my boss, and I didn't need that card. So I reached out to the service advisor and said, hey, do me a favor, when he gets done with that, tell him to get in the center console and get that $50 Cracker Barrel gift card out. Now, I'm sure that job probably was calling for 2 or 3 hours. I don't know what that job pays, but when you're talking about getting half of that roundabout, that's pretty small. All I'm trying to say is I was trying to help put some food on the table, and that's going to be an important thing with that to these mechanics. If they're losing half of their time to changing our motors, they are definitely going to want to make that up somehow. And if they are doing that daily, they're going to cut corners so they can get to the next vehicle and make some real money. Just keep that in mind. Out on this. Peace. Y'all have a good night, and we'll go from there. Talk to you later. Bye.